Hello and welcome to this Promathematica for Competitive Exams channel. My name is Gracie and I've been teaching mathematics and Java since the early 2010s. We're going to start the discussion about competitive exams a little differently than you may be expecting. This module elaborates the problems and solutions for aptitude test and its comprehensive demonstration through Java programming. Why would I want to use Java? Well, here's a peek ahead at the answer. Because we'll be able to develop easily. A competitive examination is an examination where candidates are ranked according to their grades and/or percentile, and then top rankers are selected. Competitive examinations are considered an egalitarian way to select worthy applicants without risking influence peddling, bias, or other concerns. Early exposure to learning and competition builds confidence and sharpens skills, which raise your level from other students on the same platform. Competitive exams also help out in choosing a career as students start identifying their areas of interest while getting a deeper knowledge of subjects. Top business schools based in North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia conduct this exam. Several leading corporations also conduct such tests for assessing potential candidates' quantitative reasoning skills. Today, I am going to cover a very important topic. It is partnership. I am going to represent several problems and solutions based around this topic. I will be writing code for the solutions using Java. So let's get started without further delay. Joe started a business with a capital of $80,000 US. After 6 months, Jim joined as a partner by investing $65,000. After 1 year, they earned total profit $20,000. What is share of Joe in the profit? Joe's capital BC1 equals $80,000. Jim's capital BC2 equals $65,000. Joe's time BT1 equals 12 months. Jim's time BT2 equals 6 months. Profit earned equals $20,000. By applying the formula, C1 multiplied by T1 multiplied by P divided by C1 multiplied by T1 plus C2 multiplied by T2. Therefore, Joe's share equals 178,000 divided by 135 is equal to $14,222.2. A, B, and C are partners. They have invested $35,000, $25,000, and $10,000 respectively for the same period. If the total profit is $18,000, find the share of A. A's capital BC1 equals $35,000, B's capital BC2 equals $25,000, and C's capital BC3 equals $10,000. Profit equals $18,000, and T1 equals T2 equals T3. By applying formula, C1 multiplied by P divided by C1 plus C2 plus C3. Share of A equals $9,000. A's and B's shares in a business are in the ratio of 5:3. If A has invested $70,000 for 12 months, for what period B has invested $60,000? A's capital BC1 equals $70,000. B's capital BC2 equals $60,000. A's time BT1 equals 12 months. Let B's time BT2 equals X months. A's share by B's share equals 5/3. By applying formula, profit of A by profit of B equals C1 multiplied by T1 by C2 multiplied by T2. Therefore, B's time equals 252 by 30 is equal to 8.4 months. Java is a high-level, class-based, object-oriented programming language that is designed to have as few implementation dependencies as possible. Programmers write once, run anywhere, meaning that compiled Java code can run on all platforms that support Java without the need for recompilation. The JDK is a development environment for building applications using the Java programming language. The JDK 12.0.2 Windows x64 bin exe includes tools useful for developing and testing programs written in the Java and running on the Java platform. In addition, the Spring Tool Suite, STS, provides the best Eclipse-powered development environment for building Spring-powered enterprise applications. STS supplies tools for all of the latest enterprise Java and Spring, and comes on top of the latest Eclipse releases. STS supports application targeting to local, virtual, and cloud-based servers. It is freely available for development, and internal business operations use with no time limits. Here is the problem statement. I am going to define a new method for determining the Joe's share for earlier solved problem 1. Define the Joe's capital, Jim's capital, Joe's time, and Jim's time and profit earned member variables and initialize them. Next, by applying the formula, C1 multiplied by T1 multiplied by T1 multiplied by P divided by C1 multiplied by T1 plus C2 multiplied by T2. Next, C1T1 is calculated as Joe's capital multiplied by Joe's time. Next, C2T2 is calculated as Jim's capital multiplied by Jim's time. Next, C1T1P equals Joe's capital multiplied by Joe's time multiplied by profit earned. Next, Joe's share equals C1 multiplied by T1 multiplied by P by the product of C1T1 and C2T2. The last step is to return the Joe's share. Here, I am printing the Joe's shared by partnership method. Here is the problem statement. I am going to define a new method for determining the Joe's share for earlier solved problem 2. Define the A's capital, B's capital, C's capital, and profit earned member variables and initialize them. Next, by applying the formula, C1 multiplied by P divided by C1 plus C2 plus C3. Next, C1P is calculated as A's capital multiplied by profit. Next, C1 C2 C3 is calculated as A's capital plus B's capital plus C's capital. Next, Joe's share equals C1 multiplied by P divided by the product of C1, C2, C3. The last step is to return the Joe's share. Here, I am printing the Joe's shared by partnership method. Here is the problem statement. I am going to define a new method for determining the B's time for earlier solved problem 3. Define the A's capital, B's capital, and A's time earned member variables and initialize them. Let B's time be T2 equals X months. Next, ratio is 5/3. By applying formula, profit of A by profit of B equals C1 multiplied by T1 divided by C2 multiplied by T2. Next, C1 T1 is calculated as A's capital multiplied by A's time. Next, B's time is calculated as C1 T1 divided by B's capital multiplied by ratio. The last step is to return the B's time. Here, I am printing the B's time by calling the partnership method. Hope you liked this video. In order to see new videos, don't forget to subscribe to Promathematica channel.